So this is question number 5. Sulfur is a group 6 element. A sample of sulfur contains two isotopes S32 and S34. Complete the table, show the number of protons and neutrons in one atom of each isotope. If you see the periodic table, then it has number of protons, its atomic number is 16. So definitely number of protons are 16 in both the cases. Neutrons subtract we can get the number of neutrons by subtracting atomic number from the mass number. So A minus Z, the value of A is given here. 16 is the proton number, that is Z. So 32 minus 16, it would be 16 as well. And 34 minus 16, it would be 18. State why these isotopes have identical chemical properties. So we should remember that chemical properties depends on electronic configuration and the electronic structure. So both are the same thing. So it is due to same electronic configuration. And electronic structure as well. State the mass of 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 atoms of S34. Include units in your answer. If we are talking about 6.02 into 10 raised to power 34, then definitely it is 1 mole, and the mass of 1 mole of this isotope, if all the atoms are of S34, then the mass would be the same. It is 34 and unit is gram, not AMU. AMU is for single atom. State the number, state the name of the amount of substance which contain 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. So we know this quantity is equal to 1 mole. Question number 5A5. This is the part 5 of the 5A. Table 5.2 shows the relative abundance of these isotopes of sulfur in the sample. So S32 is 95% and S34 is 5%. So the simple way to determine their relative atomic mass, it is 32 times its natural abundance, that is 95, plus other one is only 5%, while its atomic mass is 34. So 34 times 5 and divided by 100, because we are taking percentages here. So it means out of 100. So this would be after multiplying and summation, it is 32, 3210 divided by 100, then you will get 32.10. But as we are required to only one decimal place, the answer is only 32.1. And no unit is required because it is the relative atomic mass. Or if you want to write the unit, then the unit would be AMU. This is the question 5B, and here the question says sulfur reacts with magnesium to form magnesium sulfide. This is an ionic compound. Okay. Complete the dot cross diagram. in figure 5.1 of the ions in magnesium sulfide. So as it is a magnesium ion, so there should be 2 plus charge because magnesium belongs to group 2. So the charge number would be 2 plus. And sulfide ion has minus 2 charge. So there should be minus 2. And we have to complete their outermost shell. After losing 2 electrons, the outermost shell of magnesium has 8 electrons. And as they have shown the electrons in cross, so we should show all the electrons in cross, means 4 pairs of cross. It is better to write electrons in pairs. Although you can write separately, there would be no mass deduction. So these are the different number of electrons there. So this is the magnesium ion. And similarly for sulfur ion, you have to draw a circle. And you know, sulfur has 6 electrons in its outer shell. And as they have shown their electrons with dots, so draw the 6 dots, 2 in pairs and 2 separately. And also show 2 more electrons as cross, which which has been received from the magnesium in this case. So this is sulfide ion S2 minus, and this is Mg2 plus. So the formula of magnesium sulfide is Mgs, Mg2 plus, S2 minus. So by cross multiplication or crisscross structure, it is Mg2S2. So when you simplify it by dividing with 2, so it becomes Mgs. Now, state why Mgs has high melting point. You know, as it is an ionic compound, so we know there are strong attractive forces. So as it is an ionic compound, there are strong attractive forces, attractive forces between their ions. State why molten magnesium sulfide conduct electricity. So as uh, it is an ionic compound, so in molten state, it contains movable magnesium and sulfide ions. So answer is because in molten state, magnesium ions and sulfide ions are free to move. Or even you can write a very simple answer. Due to mobile ions. Whether you write in an elaborative way here as I have written, or in very precise manner, both the answers are correct. And uh, okay, now this is part C of the question number 5. An acid containing sulfur reacts with sodium hydroxide to form salt and water. The salt has the formula of Na2 SO3. So we know that in an acid-base reaction, generally an acid when react with a base, and base is given here. So the negative part from an acid and positive part from a base form a salt. So sodium positive from base and A minus from an acid combine, and here hydrogen and OH ion combine to form water. So how salt is formed? Salt receive the negative ion. So take the negative ion from this salt, and as there are two sodium, that refers that this ion SO3 ion has 2 minus charge. So definitely there would be 2 sodium. So instead of 2 sodium, you will write 2 hydrogen. So the formula of this acid is H2SO3. And deduce the formula of an ion in SO3. I have already told you it is SO3 2 minus ion. Mentioning the charge is important. Now this Na2SO3 is oxidized by acidified potassium magnate 7 ion. And actually what happens in this reaction, this SO3 ion is converted into SO4 ion. So it is oxidized. So sulfur in SO3 is oxidized. But they are asking about that what does this 7 refer? So this 7 refer the oxidation number of manganese. This is the oxidation number or oxidation state of manganese in manganese 7 MnO4 minus ion. This is the magnate 7 ion. State the color change. Actually, this ion is purple in color. So this purple color disappear, and as a result, the new ion is formed, that is Mn2 plus, that is almost colorless in water. So the color changes from purple to colorless.